Hi guys, welcome to Brandix Reviews. Today I'm going to do a quick video talking about my feelings towards the kind of relaunch, I guess, of T.F.I Friday. Now, it's not really a relaunch because they've said it's a one-off, which is pretty tragic really because it was a really great show and I think a lot of the reaction that I've seen on social media has been really positive. For those of you that don't know, because this video probably won't have any appeal to anyone outside of the UK, but T.F.I Friday was, well, live for a while. Entertainment show that was on every Friday, as you would have guessed from the title. It was presented by Chris Evans, not Captain America Chris Evans, but our British television presenter, Chris Evans. And it ran from 1996 to 2000. And I was always very unhappy with the way the show finished because it used to air and then go off for a few months over the summer. And back in the year 2000, it went off and it never came back. At least not with Chris Evans. From memory, I'm totally going off memory here, I haven't researched this in the slightest. But it was the last few shows that they did at the latter end of the year 2000 were presented by other random people. In fact, I specifically remember the last one being presented by Elton John. Seriously, what the hell? So we never really got to say goodbye to the show, and it's fairly apparent that a lot of the fans feel the same way, including Chris Evans, the presenter himself. He even said that in tonight's show. He said, you know, I went kind of mental, I just kind of left the show, and we never did a final show. So tonight's was that. Really great. I was kind of concerned, having seen Chris Evans on TV since, because he kind of went away for a lot of years and came back. I think it was like 5 years he was kind of doing nothing. And he got married to Billie Piper and all that stuff. And I was kind of concerned that his energy would be off in tonight's show. Totally not the case. It was Chris Evans on form. You know, it was really great to see. But yeah, just from a fan's perspective, I'm kind of showing my age a little bit here. I mean, this show's been off air for like 15 years, and I remember it like it was yesterday. I used to come home from work, I remember, every Friday, and I'd go, this is how British I am, I'd go to Chippy, you know, I'd get fish and chips, come home for about 6 o'clock, the show would be on. That'd be my kind of way of winding down for the weekend. Most people go out on a Friday, not me. I didn't used to do that. That was when I was about 19. Earlier on than that, I used to watch it when I was like at college and at school as well. So this was really kind of my era, I guess. Kind of left a lasting impression as well. Like, they used to do the It's Your Letters thing with Reef, the band, singing instead of Put Your Hands On. It was It's Your Letters. And I sometimes do that at work. I'll be handing out letters to people. I'll be like, it's your letters, it's your letters. And people just will look at me blankly because some of the people I work with are like quite a lot younger than me. So they were like, what, 7 when this show was on? So it kind of... But yeah, so little things like that, and it was always great. I used to get really great interviews. I remember you'd have like Pierce Brosnan talking about his latest James Bond film. Kind of shows how old this show was. And other stuff as well. I remember one time when they had Guy Ritchie and a lot of the cast of this upcoming film, Lock, Stock and Two Smoking Barrels. In fact, I think Chris Evans was quite responsible for promoting that film, I seem to remember. In fact, I remember it was watching that on T.F.I Friday that got me interested in Lock, Stock, the film. So just little things like that, it really kind of left a bit of a legacy, I guess, in some ways for a TV show anyway. So, but tonight's was in it. Like I said, that was kind of retrospective there. I'm sure you can see tonight's show on the Channel 4 website, so you don't really need me to kind of show you clips or whatever. What was on tonight? There are a lot of previous music artists from the 90s, such as Blur and Liam Gallagher. I've got kind of gone on in the background here with Roger Daltrey doing My Generation, the song by The Who. That was a pretty good song as well. They performed on stage anyway. You can see that on YouTube. It's on the Channel 4 YouTube channel. So if you didn't see the show, definitely at least check that out because it was pretty awesome, to be honest. Pretty much going to leave it there anyway. Like I said, I just wanted to say, maybe just post this video as my kind of way of saying, Channel 4, bring this show back, seriously. I remember when it went off air as well, being kind of upset, not like, you know, depressed upset, but just upset with TV because 2000 was really when TV shows started getting shit. They really did. That's when they kind of brought out things like Big Brother and all this other crap that has just been onto this fake crap that is all scripted and supposed to be real, but it isn't. And shows like T.F.I Friday and a few others as well that I can remember, but I'm not going to go into, kind of went off the air. And so it was kind of good to see this kind of as that final show that they never did. So seriously, Channel 4, make more of these. Come on, guys. Tonight's show was awesome, and there's no reason to not do it. I'm sure that there's enough viewership there for you. This isn't some show that has to kind of be stuck in the 90s. It didn't feel like a 90s show tonight. It felt very with a present day kind of sense of humour to it, not just kind of a 90s thing. So, I mean, Chris Evans even himself did say something right at the end of the show. He said, you know, we're saying this is his last show, but, you know, he seemed to want to do more. So, there you go. I mean, he was on top form tonight. His energy didn't seem off, which is something I was concerned about, like I say. So, I'm going to shut up now. I'm seriously rambling. So, if you didn't see tonight's show, check it out online. It was aired live. I know some of the others weren't because they used to have issues with, like, swearing and stuff going out like 6:15 and stuff like that live, so that was again something for you to look into. But anyway, I'm seriously rambling now, so I'm going to shut up, bring T.F.I Friday back please, and I'll see you next time. Thank you very much for watching. Hi guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Just so you know, for more news, reviews and retrospectives, you can like our page on Facebook, simply called Brand X Reviews. But as well as that, you can also subscribe to us on YouTube via this video. You can also bookmark our website, which is brandxreviews.com, which is pretty much a central hub for everything that I've just mentioned. So check that out and we will see you next time. Thank you very much.